Hey, Boo.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was Texas?
It was great. What's going on with Lindsay?
Didn't get my message.
No, my phone went dead, so I just went to the airport, landed, dropped Matthew off at school, and
Okay.
she was supposed to be arraigned.
Can we talk in your office?
Sure.
Okay.
So, what happened with Lindsay? You said that you were not going to oppose bail.
Didn't even get that far.
Well, what happened?
She pled guilty.
Are you kidding me? When's the sentencing?
I don't know.
What, the judge didn't set a date?
Bo, I don't even know how to say this, but Lindsay doesn't seem to be Lindsay anymore.
Are you Miss Rappaport's son?
Yeah, hi. Hey, nobody would give me any information. When I said I wanted to see her, they said I had to talk to you.
Well, you can see your mother.
Oh, thank you.
But be prepared for the change in her.
I love this necklace, Mike.
I'm glad.
You know, you didn't have to get me a present. The party was enough.
Of course I did, sweetie. Here you go, you're all set.
Well, maybe it'll bring us good luck. Because we're sure gonna need it.
Honey,
Yeah.
we're gonna be okay. The judge is gonna let us keep Tommy. After what he found out, there is no way in hell that Todd can win this case.
We'll be starting the unit on botany tomorrow. I can see you rolling your eyes, but botany can be fascinating.
All right.
You okay?
For tomorrow, I want you to read chapter 5.
My parents are going into court today.
As a married couple.
Yeah, it should help them get Tommy back.
Be prepared to discuss the difference between monocotyledons and dicotyledons.
I don't want to bum you out or anything, but I know what your parents are doing is an act. And what if the judge does too?
Good morning.
Morning.
Did you sleep all right last night?
I think it was my least favorite of all our wedding nights.
You should be used to it.
Dorian's guest room?
I'm talking sleeping alone.
Yeah, I just hate it here, you know? It's just so girly.
What's that mean?
Means that there are, paper doilies on the extra roll of toilet paper and a feather bed on the bed, and besides that, the crickets keep you up all night and the birds wake you up at the crack of dawn. I just can't wait to get custody of this kid so I can go back home to the penthouse.
Excuse me? No one said anything about moving back to the penthouse.
There will be a quiz on Friday, so do the reading carefully.
Cole, what do you mean it's an act?
Botany may seem dried first, but I'm sure you'll find the discussion of pistils and stamens more relevant.
Come on, Stoneman.
Mr. Thornhart, Miss Manning, please wait until the period is over. Unless you'd like to share this discussion with the rest of the class.
Yeah, we were just debating Mendel's theory, actually, Mr. Vasquez. Yeah.
Nice try. Saved by the bell.
Are we two having a fight or something?
Right in front of Vasquez?
Star's just upset because her parents have to go back to court today.
Oh, man, not much of a honeymoon, huh?
What honeymoon?
My parents got remarried.
Well, you never said anything about that. That's because she didn't know about it until right before it happened. You're kidding me.
Look, my parents love each other. Why should they wait? I know this is what you wanted, Star. I think it's great. Thank you.
So now if they get custody of Mrs. McBain's kid, he'll have a mom and a dad.
That's kind of the idea, right, Star?
Great. Judy's late.
By 2 minutes, sweetie.
Did she say why she wanted to see us?
Yeah, she said she wanted to prepare us for what was going to happen
We
today.
already know what's gonna happen today, Michael. Blair's gonna testify.
It's not going to make a difference.
Come on. She's raised 2 kids with Todd. She's going to swear up and down that he is a great father.
Really? If he's such a great father, how come she's divorced him twice and taken her kids someplace else?
I guess.
Honey, we're going to get a chance to testify after she does, okay? Think about it. Happy, well-adjusted adopted parents versus divorced, rapist biological father who tried to kill his son's mother 3 times while Tommy was in utero. If you were the judge, what would you do?
Right. Right, you're right. You're right. Was Tommy okay when you brought him over to John's? Was everything okay?
Yeah, he was fine. John's going to take him to the park. They're going to go feed the ducks.
No! No, I don't want him to go outside. I don't know that I got the right...
Honey.
What?
Right now,
Yeah.
everything is fine.
Okay.
I want to get the door.
Okay.
Sorry I'm late. I got tied up on the phone. Hello, Marcy.
Hi, Judy. Can I get you something? Coffee, orange juice, anything?
I'll take some orange juice, thanks.
Okay.
Where's Tommy?
He's with my brother.
This brother, is he reliable?
Yeah, he's a cop.
Great. We don't want to take any chances today.
Yeah, about that. What's so important about today?
I was told to be ready to deliver my summation. There's a possibility that the judge may rule from the bench after you 2 and Blair finish testifying.
Are you worried about that?
I think Blair will make a good witness.
Look, she's not as bad as Todd, but let's face it, the woman's no Mother Teresa.
As I've told you before, we are fighting an uphill battle. Courts tend to want to reunite families.
What Todd Manning can offer isn't family.
I agree. That's why I hit his background so hard.
Are you saying that Todd could have custody of Tommy by tonight?
I think we've done a lot of damage to Todd's fitness as a parent, but Blair could repair some of that on the stand. I wouldn't feel right if I allowed you to go to court today thinking this was a done deal.
Oh, God.
Now, don't panic. I really believe we've made a compelling case for custody.
Yeah, what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong, Judy? If we lose Tommy, I'm just not sure I'm gonna be able to handle it.
Oh, I'm not gonna spend another night here, that's for sure.
Fine. Go.
Well, when I go, you and the kids are coming with me.
The last time I looked, we were not your property.
I paid you $5 million. Right? Essentially makes you my employee.
No. You paid me to marry you, which I did. And you need me to testify for you today, which I'm going to do. But there's nowhere that says where we have to live.
No. It stipulates in our contract this marriage has to look real, which means we live under the same roof.
Well, I'm not uprooting my kids. They've been through too much.
I'm sorry, your kids? Mm-hmm. They're our kids. We are their parents, and you and I are married now.
Okay. What happens when you win your case and you no longer need us?
When would I ever not want to be with my kids?
You can be with them, Todd. You just have to move in here.
One Life to Live on ABC, brought to you by McDonald's.
The thing about a change of scenery is so refreshing. You look at the same 4 walls and you start thinking the same thoughts over and over and over again. Circular thinking, the sisters call it. It's good to get out of your 4 walls once in a while.
Right.
Is this seat taken?
Oh, no.
Excuse me, but do I know you?
The when you're done with all that paperwork, why don't you stop into Capricorn for a drink?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I guess I could do that.
And bring George.
All right, well, I'll give him a call and see if he has the time.
Well, tell him I said to make time.
So Lindsay described everything that happened and then she just broke down?
She said something about feeling free, and I mean, it was like keeping the secret was killing her. I made a copy of the transcript of her arraignment for you.
Thank you. You know, I talked to her before I left, and she seemed okay to me. She didn't want to talk about her case at all without her lawyer present, but that's taking care of business.
She knew that Marcy and Michael McBain's child was actually Todd's biological son.
She did?
Yeah.
How?
Apparently, she overheard someone talking, but she also knew that Spencer Truman knew this too.
So she must have killed Truman to keep him quiet to protect Marcy.
It seems so.
I shouldn't have left town.
Oh, Bo, there was nothing you could have done.
Well, I could have been here.
Listen, honey. What we need to do right now is stay calm.
Judy just said that Blair could undo our entire case.
I didn't say that.
After you took Tommy over to John's. Honey, I was looking in his crib. In his empty crib, and I started thinking about what it would be like if we lost him for good, you know, and I don't know that I can.
First of all, even if the judge rules against us, we can appeal.
I don't want to appeal, Judy. If I have to appeal, then that means that Tommy will be with Todd all that time.
Marcy. Judy. Marcy's been suspended from her job at school per the fact Star Manning is one of her students.
What?
Yeah, this case is really starting to affect our lives.
I'm going to make a phone call to the school district.
No, I don't want to work. I just want to be with my son, Judy. That's all I want.
And you will be.
But you just said that Blair
I
could...
said Blair will make a good witness for Todd, but we have weapons we haven't used yet.
Todd tried to buy Tommy back from us.
What?
Todd came here, and he offered us money to give him his son.
We still have the check.
Why wasn't I told about this?
And Marcy played along, you know, so that she would seem interested. I just want to make sure that this isn't something that's going to come back and hurt us.
Yeah, but shouldn't the judge know that this is what Tommy is to Todd, something that he can buy?
Let's keep the check in our hip pocket for now. What it tells me is that Todd is probably more scared than you are right now.
See?
I'm not gonna live in a house with a French name. What is a Boulet anyway?
I don't know, Todd. I like it here, and so do the kids.
Did you tell Aunt Dorian that you asked me to move in? Oh, she's gonna blow a phony French gasket.
Okay, you know what? Why don't you just cut it out? I'm starting to regret ever remarrying you.
Well, you did, sweetheart. In front of the law and everyone. And by the way, when we get to court today, you know what to say, right?
Yes, I married Todd Manning because...
Because you love him. And you love his new baby boy as if he were your own. Can you handle that?
What do you want me to do, Todd? You want me to, like, imprint it on my palm so...
You do whatever you have to do. You get it right.
Oh, I'll get it right. And I think it'll work. Because didn't it work for Taya when you hired her to take Star away
That
from me?
would be good.
What?
That would be good. Why don't you say that in court? Is that what you think I'm doing? You think I'm stealing this kid from the McBains?
No, Todd, I don't think that's what you're doing. Don't you think I know what you've been through to try to get Tommy? If I believed that, I wouldn't be going through this.
All right. I'm sorry. Thank you for doing that. I mean it. Even if it's just for the $5 million.
Well, you're welcome. Money was good, but look, Tommy belongs with you. And we're gonna get him back today, okay? So come on, let's go. This is a mess.
love you, Dad. Good luck in court. Don't come home without our brother.
Let's go do it.
All right, you sit down right here, all right?
Oh, certainly.
Mick, what am I supposed to do with him?
Watch him while I talk to the desk sergeant, please.
Okay, yeah. Make it fast.
Excuse me.
What?
I just made partner.
Out celebrating, huh?
4 martinis, no breakfast. Five martinis.
How about you just sit here and keep quiet?
You know, after about the 3rd martini, it seemed like a fine idea to write the head of the firm a letter and tell him what a jerk he is.
Good move.
Yeah, lucky for me, I had a stamp.
You mailed this letter?
I felt so good, I had a couple more martinis. And it occurred to me that what I'd done was a truly stupid thing. That's when I got the crowbar out of the trunk of my car, and I went back to the mailbox.
Okay, look, sir, you might want to save this explanation for your lawyer.
You don't have to call me sir. You can call me George. Reason for that being it's my name.
No kidding.
Nope.
Why are you being like this?
Come on, Star, you think I'm stupid? I know why your parents got remarried. Your dad's trying to cheat the system and give Mrs. McBain's kid.
He's not Mrs. McBain's kid, Cole.
Okay, no offense, but you can't expect me to believe anything your dad does is legit. I mean, come on, marriage? Who does he think he's fooling?
My parents are still in love with each other.
That marriage was a load of crock, and we both know it. And what sucks the most is that you're trying to con me just like they're conning you.
They didn't lie to me, Cole.
What do you mean by that?
You were right, okay? My dad married my mom to get Tommy back. Are you happy now?
No, I'm not. What about you, Star? Do they care about what this is doing to you?
Hey!
Oh, come on, no one's looking. What is this?
Oh!
Emergency contact form. You forged your parents' signatures?
Damn it.
Oh, this case turned on a dime. You couldn't possibly have known what was going to happen.
Well, Lindsay kept trying to give me little hints. And she wouldn't come right out and tell me anything. She stood right here in this office and said that she had a different point of view about life since she buried Jen. Now, I should have had sense enough to figure out what she was trying to tell me. I should have seen this breakdown coming on.
Well, if she really did have a breakdown.
What, do you think she's faking it?
She's done it before.
No, we have met before. My name's Will.
My name's Addie, but I guess you already know that.
Right.
I wish I was as good at knowing why I met you as I am at knowing that I met you.
Don't worry about it.
You don't mind that I don't remember why I met you?
No.
Well, it's nice to meet you again.
Thanks.
Are you a patient here?
No, I came to see my mom.
My daughter comes to see me, too. Blair's a very good daughter. She comes all the time.
Guess I'm gonna be coming a lot, too.
Your mother, is she very sick?
Seems to be right now, yeah, so I'm just praying she gets better.
I'll pray for her, too.
You're bringing your mother out now.
I'll go so you can be alone with your mama.
Any way I should treat her?
Just as normally as you possibly can. But don't expect too much reaction. As I said, she's not the woman you used to know.
Mom? Mom?
Todd looks so smug.
Honey, it's all right.
Todd, the judge might want to question you again after Blair finishes. Try not to lose your cool this time.
I'll be fine.
All right. I'm going to check with the bailiff, see if the judge is delayed.
Don't you think you should have told him about this?
I know what I'm doing.
All rise.
Please be seated. We are here to continue Todd Manning v. Michael and Marcy McBain regarding custody of the minor child known as Thomas McBain. Yes, Mr. Manning?
Your Honor, I'd like to add a co-plaintiff to my suit. What are you talking about?
Who is this potential co-plaintiff?
My wife, Blair Kramer Manning.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Here's some coffee. You said you made partner. Of what?
Investment bank.
It's major bucks.
When you were out celebrating last night, were you with your girlfriend?
No girlfriend. Too busy trying to make partner. Sad, isn't it?
Oh, don't become a crying drunk.
Do you have a boyfriend?
We're talking about you.
Maybe fate has brought us together. Did you ever think of that? Was Saeed. It's a pretty name.
That's my last name.
I'm George. That's my first name.
How would you like to do me a favor, George?
Saeed, I'm looking for a case file. I thought maybe that it was in that.
Hi.
Everything all right here?
Are you kidding? Everything's great. I mean, it's not even noon, and I already made partner. I got totally hammered, got arrested, and then the prettiest cop I've ever seen asked me to be her boyfriend.
Yeah, Lindsay's faked a breakdown before, but she had a real one when Sam died.
Well, I understand that. She was responsible for his death.
Well, if she's responsible for Truman's death, maybe she's having the same reactions now.
Or maybe she's just trying to avoid prosecution. Listen, the judge has ordered a psych evaluation at St. Anne's.
All right, I've got to get over there.
All right, I'll go with you.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I can't make a recommendation for sentencing if I don't know what the shrinks say.
All right, let's go.
Hey, Mom. It's me, it's Will. How are you? Can you talk to me? How long has she been like this?
Well, when she was first admitted, she was making eye contact, responding to voices, loud noises, physical stimuli, but then she became completely unresponsive.
I don't get this. She's sitting up and her eyes are open, but it's like she's in a coma.
This is outrageous, Your Honor. It's an obvious stunt to make Mr. Manning appear to be a more suitable parent.
Let me handle this, counselor. So, this potential co-plaintiff, she's your ex-wife?
Well, no, not anymore. We were married just recently. But she's also the mother of my 2 children. That's one of Blair's best qualities, actually. She's a great mother, and I think she'd be a terrific mother for my son.
His name is Tommy, and he is not your son.
Quiet. Mr. Manning, how long had you and your wife been engaged?
Actually, we were going to get married a couple years ago, and then this psychopath named Margaret Cochran shot me and kidnapped me before the ceremony could take place. And it's just taken us this long to get our lives back in order.
Yeah, right. With little side trips along the way, like Blair shacking up with Spencer Truman.
Mrs. McBain.
Please, Your Honor, don't fall for this.
The man has a right to get married.
Does he have a right to try and buy my son?
Your Honor, this woman is out of control.
Your client started this avalanche, Mr. Guthrie. Now, both of you sit down. Please explain yourself, Mrs. McBain.
2 days ago, Todd Manning offered us $10 million for Tommy.
Tell me you didn't really do that.
You have proof of this offer?
I have the check in my purse, Your Honor. We told him what he could do with his money. And then the next day, he married Blair.
We request that this check be entered into evidence and subjected to handwriting and fingerprint analysis. It will prove that Todd Manning is trying every trick in the book because even he knows he's not the best parent for Tommy.
Please give the check to the bailiff. I am truly shocked, Mr. Manning. I thought you were a lot of things, but stupid wasn't one of them.
Did you just give me the paper?
Hiding from your parents, huh? What'd you do?
And nothing. It's stupid. It's due today, and I forgot to get them to sign it.
Great, so they're back.
Oh, no, their plans changed.
So you're still alone at your house.
Yeah, but it's fine. Do you want to come over tonight?
Well, who's gonna cook dinner?
Are you kidding me? Any guy would leap at the chance and you're worried about dinner?
What can I say? Get hungry.
Do you know where we could get some beer?
What? You don't want that stuff.
Why not?
Look, why don't you come to my house tonight? My parents...
Oh, and what? See what a good family looks like? What business is it of yours why my parents got married?
Well, ever since you found out about Tommy, it's kind of all we talk about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm sorry. All right, but what happens next? You guys all gonna move in together and live happily ever after? Or your parents gonna split up after the whole custody thing?
Well, I don't know that yet, Cole.
Well, what if your dad doesn't get custody?
It's not gonna happen.
Well, you can't say that. I mean, you said it yourself that your dad doesn't look too good on paper. I mean, come on, he made a complete ass of himself in the courtroom.
Why are you being so mean?
Because your parents are screwing you over. And all I'm doing lately is holding your hand.
I didn't know I was so hard to deal with.
It's not what I mean.
What, are you jealous because my parents worked it out?
Worked it out? Your parents haven't worked anything out. All they're doing is screwing up your life.
My parents still love each other. And yeah, they might not be too good at the whole marriage thing, but maybe this time it'll be different.
What if it's not?
This guy is loaded and he doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Excuse me.
Hey, shut up.
I have an MBA. MBAs always know what they're talking about.
Well, I'm sorry, pal, but Officer Saeed doesn't need a boyfriend. She already has one.
You know what? I can
The guy's name is George.
handle this.
Well, how do you know about me? I just got here. I just found out about me.
Yeah, this is really embarrassing.
Well, why should you be embarrassed? He's the one who's drunk.
That doesn't mean I don't know who I am. By George. You get it? I think that's great.
Thanks, Talia. On your feet, buddy. Let's go.
Mick, you can lose the handcuffs, I'm sure.
So, did you get a hold of George? I'm serious. I want to buy you both a drink.
Oh, we'd love to.
Mom, just let me know that you know I'm here. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I just heard. How's she doing?
She doesn't even know me.
Is that her doctor?
Yeah.
May I help you?
Yes, this is District Attorney Nora Hannon, and I'm Police Commissioner Buchanan. What's Miss Rappaport's condition?
Well, I was just explaining to Mr. Rappaport that she's become increasingly unresponsive.
Well, she and I knew each other very well. Would it be okay if I talked to her?
Absolutely, yes. You can try. Maybe your voice is the one that'll break through. I'm gonna make rounds, but I'll be in my office later on if you want to talk further.
Okay, thank you. You know, let me try with her one more time.
Sure.
All right, Mom. You don't have to say anything, okay? Just, here, just squeeze my hand or something.
Now, if she is faking this, I hope she knows she's breaking this kid's heart.
I know I don't have to remind you, Mr. Manning, you're still under oath. Did you give Dr. and Mrs. McBain a check for $10 million?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do something like that?
Well, they're misunderstanding my motives. You see, I was having nightmares for a long time. I was having nightmares about my son, my little boy, and wondering what had happened to him after Spencer Truman kidnapped him. And then when I found out he was just fine, I simply wanted to express my gratitude to Marcy
That is
and Michael
not what he said.
for taking such
Mrs.
good care of me.
McBain, please, you'll have your turn. Go on, Mr. Manning.
Well, as I said, I wanted to express my gratitude for them, or to them, and I also wanted to compensate them for the pain that they're going to be going through when my son comes back to me.
And the marriage to your former wife the next day, what motivated that?
Oh, this motivation in the world, love.
You do see that it appears to be rather conveniently timed?
Yeah, I do, and I can't say that I wasn't thinking about my son when I asked Blair to marry me. But the truth is, I just want to provide my son with a very warm and stable environment, and it's best to do that, I think, with a woman that, well, a woman that I've never stopped loving. And I just don't see what's wrong with it.
You may step down.
Thank you.
Mrs. Manning, please rise and be sworn in.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name.
Blair Kramer Manning.
Please be seated, Mrs. Manning. Tell me, Mrs. Manning, is love the only reason you entered this marriage?
Yes. Love is the only reason.
My mom and dad are good people. They're children's rights advocates.
Yeah, well, what about your rights? I mean, I've known you since before summer break, and they've been gone most of that time. You're not pissed off about that?
Why should I be?
Well, every kid I know hates their parents.
Well, I
sometimes.
don't. And my parents love me.
Okay. I think it's weird that they're never around.
Well, maybe it won't bother you so much if you mind your own damn business.
If my dad gets his son back, it doesn't matter what happens after that.
So you do everything your parents tell you?
What, you think I'm a robot?
No, I don't think you're a robot, but your dad's put you through hell this last year.
He has tried to make up for it.
Make up for it by giving you a little brother? What if he's just using you and your mom and Jack just to get what he wants?
He wouldn't do that.
Oh, come on.
You don't want us to get my baby brother back, do you?
I didn't even say that.
Well, that's what it sounded like.
Women.
Could you take him out of here?
Hey, what time should I pick you up?
Oh, you're gonna be spending the rest of the day in the drunk tank.
Oh! Well, I guess we'll have to take a rain check then. Hey, call me.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it just seems like an amateur drinker who had way too many.
Yeah, I don't know where you got the idea that I was, interested in him. Got what you were looking for?
Yeah, I was right on top of the stack. So you, me, George, the real George, we have a date, right?
Right.
Lindsay? Lindsay. It's Bo. Can you say something to me?
So, Mrs. Manning, it is fair to say you believe your husband has been a good father to your two children, and he'd be a good father to Tommy.
Oh, yes. I believe that with all my heart.
Your witness, counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. You say that Todd Manning is a good father?
That's right.
So your definition of a good father is the man who told you that your son Jack was dead and then gave him away to strangers in a Mexican airport. Is that right, Mrs. Manning?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I wasn't completely honest about George.
Tomorrow night, guess who's gonna light it up? Timberland.
Hey! You and me, we're gonna go at it.
Watch weekdays on ABC and weeknights on SoapNet.
Showtime!